All right, so this is my second video. Like I said, I'm going to make 3 videos. I've made the first video for the obedient movement. This second video, I want to touch on the back and forth between chief priest Paschal, Mr. Paschal, and the legendary Coscharis, Mr. Cosmas Maduka. The back and forth. You see, we are a people that have lost respect for elders, and also that treat correction as calling out or insult. So I saw the response, and I was listening to Daddy Freeze yesterday where he was making a case for chief priest. First of all, in age, in achievement, international image, recognition, establishment, legacy, accomplishment, there is no match for chief priest or whatever he calls himself with Mr. Cosmas Maduka. Now, my love for Mr. Cosmas Maduka is very special because for me, he's not just a billionaire. He's a symbol of a child of God that has money but doesn't treat himself as a rich man per se. This is a man that goes to preach on the streets. This is a man that evangelizes, not minding his wealth. Now, I saw a video. Mr. Cosmas Maduka was saying, I think on a podcast, where he says the cheapest car that he sells is about 34 million naira. The cheapest car. You know, this is somebody that is I think he has the sole proprietorship of Rolls Royce in Nigeria, or the license that sells up to 1.4 billion for one car. Yeah? Now, Chief Priest, on the other hand, is doing well for himself. But I need us to understand something. You know, we youth, we are smart, but I don't know, sometimes we are like intelligent mugus, you know? So, how do you compare social media and factories? Where is that done? For those that does not understand what social media means, social media is a tool. Social media is not a market. It's not actually the product. The product is you. Whatever you do is the content. Now, you are the creator. What social media does is give you a platform. It's a tool. So when you say that his days are gone and his billionaires are not like Tony Elumelu, Tony Elumelu did not make money on social media. He's not a content creator per se. He's a banker. He's an entrepreneur. Otodola has businesses. Do you understand? He uses social media as a tool to sell those businesses. The same with Cosmas Maduka. He has a business. He's an entrepreneur that is public speaking, using social media as a tool to reach people and influence lives. Now, when Chief Priest thinks that attention, which everybody can get, by the way, Tony Elumelu gets attention, Otodola gets attention, the same Cosmas Maduka is in the same attention with you, right? So to speak. So you now trying to see his advice, money na water. I also say money na water anyway. I know it's cruise. But him trying to correct you. We are young people. When I saw that first video, I took correction. Yes, I just took correction. Why? See, the Bible says that the wise man is in the multitude of counsel. Even a king surrounds himself with councils of elders. Even a president surrounds himself with special advisors. So why would you want to go further in life? And you are insulting, not only did you insult Cosmas Maduka and his type of money, you even included Newi billionaires. Hi! Jesus Christ. You're talking about the richest town in Anambra State. And by extension, the richest town in Nigeria, the richest town in Africa, I dare say. Do you know that, personally, I know Igbo men that are excessively rich, but nobody knows their name. Money is quiet. That one, I learned it long time ago. I had 2 people that were fighting. One was my chairman then, and the other guy told me something in our line of business, with my dad's line of business then. He said, when you make money, you are quiet. said, those that have not seen money are loud. Those that have seen money, they hide. So all this money now, what are showcasing of your wealth and whatever, fine and good. But like John said on that he feels life, you bought one Rolls Royce from somebody that sells Rolls Royce, and you there insult him. Now that the priest trying to make a case for his children, saying that they are your mates. Now what the priest does not understand is that because he's in the same business, he thinks, he's going to support you. Now, you probably don't know his children, but if a man is made to that level, of course his children are made. That's why Davido said that he's the poorest in his family. Other people that are working for his dad are richer than him. Can you compare yourself to any Orthodox children? You're not in the same league. So you cannot say you're going to minus the man and talk about his children. No, it's generational wealth. Made by Cosmas Maduka, first generation. So why am I saying this? I think CP should apologize. I know he can't go there with drink because he doesn't drink, but at least a carton of premium non-alcoholic drink to go and apologize to him. Because let me tell you something, Chief Priest, if you're walking into that Tony Elumelu that you mentioned, if you walk into Tony Elumelu's bank and say, I am CP, I have attention online, borrow me 1 billion, they will kick you out. They won't listen to you. But if Cosmas Maduka should come in and request for even times 10 billion, they go give him the money. The likes of Cosmas Maduka and the Newi billionaires that you mentioned are why Tony Elumelu is Tony Elumelu. What is a bank without businessmen? Come on. You went from working for Cubana, who is a well-established businessman, right, to owning your own club. Of course, you closed the one in Owerri and then went to Lagos, opened a restaurant, maybe a hotel, and then you're now a musician. You're just trying your hands on multiple things. And you see a man who have established himself, that has a legacy, that is feeding people, that people depend on. Of course, you also have a business, but you cannot compare you. There's no comparison at all. Somebody that the likes of Stephen Akintayo are being mentored by. I mean, do you understand? Delboro, the premium, most expensive hotel in the whole of Lagos. I mean, you have your own hotel. Can you compare your hotel to Delboro? Stanley was actually mentored. Stanley can humble you. Stanley was mentored by Cosmas Maduka, and you dare insult him. Igbos, we are so disrespectful. We are so arrogant. We are so arrogant. Once somebody makes more money, go they enter in head. CP get money, but let's talk about international image. CP does not even have American visa to go to Davido's wedding. And you want to talk about Cosmas Maduka that has international image, that can fly to any country of the world. That's first limitation. CP has a child that a girl from Kenya is insulting up and down. And you want to, your image is being, you are being called out by, oh man. And you're talking about, you want to respond to somebody of the standing of Cosmas Maduka that is probably double your age, or probably give you 10 or 20 years. And look how fit he's looking. Look how slim he's looking. Look at you. Bloated. Where did you find the courage to reply the man? Why not keep quiet? I feel so ashamed. So ashamed. And people are hailing you. You know, when you make mistakes, yeah? How you know you have good friends is when they correct you. But people like Daddy Freeze will just be saying it so that, you know, John will come and say his own. People will be going back and forth, and that's how he says his business. He's in the business of controversy, like he always says. But just be warned. You just disrespected a man that, before you even mention top harmony in Igbo land, you must mention Cosmas. You just insulted him. These are people that stood people like Ifan Yoba up. Do you know what? Do you know who you just insulted? Saying he's not in the likes of. He's not in the likes of Tony Elumelu. Without Cosmas, if Cosmas should open a UBA account, Tony Elumelu will be the one directly to come and close the deal. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You want to insult him? One car that Cosmas Maduka sells is 1.4 billion. One car parked in his garage. You want to insult him because he's wearing suit and talking on social media. You think you can disrespect him. You want to disrespect the whole Newi billionaire. The whole Newi billionaire. Hey, that's where the insults have reached, because you are following Davido around and you went to go and see Tinubu. You want to now put the whole Newi billionaires plus Cosmas Maduka and insult them in one write-up. Insult upon insolence. No. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. You have your public image, your physical health, your businesses to sort. You have a lot of things you have to tidy. Davido said he's the one that even got you access to the president. You are lying down on the floor. If Cosmas want to see Tinubu, you think it will be that hard? Come on. There are levels to this. I personally know billionaires that can make call and go to Aston Villa anytime they want. Quiet. You would never know them. You're insulting people or taking attention. What is attention? Social media, is it today we start seeing people that are popular? People that tell you that they are worrying about the next video they will make. They don't know which one that will go viral. They pay them every month. So next month, they have to look for something that will make them go viral to stay afloat. You want to compare that to somebody that have legacy. Somebody that is sure for the next 10 years how he's going to be making his money. What an insult. People that don't have to do anything and they are making money. People are working for them. You want to insult a Cosmas Maduka? And people like that, the freeze don't even know what they are saying. Analyzing nonsense. Be warned. And you have to go and apologize to the man. He's a Christian. He will forgive you. Be warned. Even Stephen Akintayo has more international reputation, more access than you, CP. You had a fallout with Cubana. Now you made up and now you want to start, because you did music one or two, you want, come on. The disrespect. Even if you are richer than Cosmas, he's older than you. He's old money. Still making the money till today. I felt so sad, but I have to say this. You know, these our Igbo brothers, sometimes they make us the shame. Like say we don't get culture. Need to be corrected. And I hope your friends will see this and probably, even without me saying anything, correct you. You don't insult the person. I saw the post by Stephen Akintoye, by the way. He messaged him and he replied that he doesn't even know who you are. The man doesn't even know you exist. Igbo billionaires in Nnewi don't even know you exist. Who are you going to talk to in Nnewi? Attention seeker. You depend on attention to make money. I don't usually do this, but I just felt like the height of disrespect is too much. The height of if it was VDM versus B-Lord, I can understand. Choose your mate, man. Talking to a billionaire. Talking to a man who has made his money, left money and be preaching on the street, impacting lives. First generation wealth. No. It's all shades of wrong. Anyway, that said, moving on to the next video.